SHAN, do you remember when you were growing up, did anybody talk to you about sex education?
No. Janice!
Hey SHAN, come on up.
Well, there are things we talk about and things we don't. With Janice today, let's talk about things we usually don't talk about, but we really should.
So I am a sexual wellness advocate and I create a safe space for people to ask questions, and I hope to have open and healthy, authentic dialogues around the topics of sex and sexuality, especially in Asia.
Well, what does sexual wellness mean?
So sexual wellness is not just about the physical act itself, it's relating to physical, mental and emotional intimacy. And sexual wellness is a part of overall well-being.
Makes sense that sexual wellness is a part of our overall health. But why is it that we are reluctant to talk about it?
There's just a lot of taboos on this topic of sexuality and sex. A lot of shaming, a lot of embarrassment, and also paise. In the local context, we talk about people being paise, means that they're embarrassed. Once the word sex comes up, people tend to shy away from it, and it's very normal. I'm trying to reduce the taboos and normalize.
Hey, gotta give it to Janice for speaking up and leading this essential conversation. So from corporate HR professional to sexual wellness advocate.
Yeah.
That's quite impressive.
It is a very big shift. SHAN, do you remember when you were growing up, did anybody talk to you about sex education?
No. Even after I was an adult, no one did.
Precisely. I think your generation and my generation, we never had that. And even this generation, the Gen Z, they also didn't really have that. It's time for us to actually start talking about it.
Okay, it's 2021. We have finally realized the importance of talking about mental health. Now it's time to break down taboos around sexual wellness because it too is real.
When a lot of women especially, and even the men, share stories about the questions that they've been wanting to ask, they feel so relieved that there's someone to share this with. It has become a purpose. The more I hear of all these stories being shared with me, and the more I share my stories with people like you, everyday heroes, and other interviews that I've been giving, I feel very compelled to continue doing this, and I really hope to hashtag make love great again. Everybody needs sex. It's a basic fundamental human desire like hunger and thirst. If your sexual needs are met, sexual wellness becomes a part of total well-being.
I'm a bit of a tech nerd. So does technology has anything to do with how the sex industry is changing?
It's a very good question. Right now, the buzzword is SexTech. Do you know that sex technology is one of the fastest growing in terms of wellness? Because when we talk about sex technology, the toy itself becomes much more sophisticated. Every 3 to 6 months, they will launch a new line of products. There's so many more new technological startups providing sex education through content. They have apps like Ferly.
How do you spell it?
F-E-R-L-Y.
F-E-R-L-Y. Make a note.
Think of it as an information database that is curated and also fact-checked.
Before meeting Janice, I never thought I would ever mention sex toys in my videos. I guess I had that old perception, but not anymore.
I like the term toy. The toy is something that's not intimidating.
The playfulness to it.
Precisely, you play and explore. It's never a replacement for the human touch. I often get asked by men, so if I buy sex toys for the woman, does it mean that I'm not good enough? No, it's not that. It is just a different form of play. Like for instance, you buy sexy lingerie or you buy a nice bottle of wine, you go for a staycation, you change the environment, change the mood. Yeah.
So you think we should normalize this conversation?
Okay, very simple. You know that right now sex toys are being sold in Guardian and Watsons. They're trying to change the perception that you can walk to a beauty and wellness store to buy a sex toy. It becomes less of a taboo than going to a sex toy shop, which has that sleazy image.
Well, I feel Janice has helped me open up and learn more about sexual wellness. After all, it's never too late.
I really want for as many people as possible to ask questions at least and to feel not so ashamed and to normalize a little bit. So here's my Instagram handle, Janicita Ing, JANICITAYING. Feel free to hit me up and ask me any questions. I'll do my best to respond. In the meantime, stay sound and sexy.
So don't be paise, ask questions. It's up to you to take care of your complete health, including sexual wellness. So take that first step, break down the taboo. It's time we talk about sex.